Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
Wake your ass up, fool. Johnjay and Richmond. What's crack-a-lackin'? This is the big boss dog, Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom, what you gonna do? Johnjay and Richmond. We're not talking about Ren 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be and in the place to be. And you're listening to Johnjay and Rich. Wake your ass up.
Johnjay and Rich. It's Friday. Masado. Our phone number is 877-937-1047. You can text us. You text JJR and whatever you want to say to us to the number 96893. All right, so Payton's been talking about her rebranding, right? Rebranding her whole look. And as far as I can tell, because she's done something like this before in the past, but it doesn't last very long, so far it's lasted. And I saw her in the kitchen, and I had a conversation with her in the kitchen, and I LOL'd out loud. Because... Well, what happened, Payton? She's wearing a very nice outfit today. Did you guys see her outfit?
Yeah, she looks great.
Yeah, Nick was saying she looked like a teacher.
Okay. What do you think? What she would describe?
I think you look great, though.
But wait. You have a leather jacket on. You did not have the leather jacket on.
Hiding.
I know, but you didn't have the leather jacket on when I saw you.
This is a tough room. Whenever you wear anything outside your normal routine wear, it becomes a whole
Hold
thing.
on a minute. That's not fair.
Though.
This is her bagging on herself. She did not have the leather jacket on when I saw her in the kitchen. And I said to her, wow, you look really nice today. And then she became the tough room on herself. What did you say?
I said, I don't want to talk about it. I don't like my outfit, and I feel like a black girl on a farm right now. I'm not here for it. I don't like my outfit. And then I tucked it in, and then I was like, oh, now I look like I'm a server. And then Nick's back there. She's like, oh, look at Miss Payton, Teacher Payton back there. And now I just want to crawl into a hole and not come out.
I kind of feel, though, with like the leather jacket, it completes the look.
Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah.
The look of the Western look?
No,
or just...
I feel like it brings it like... Maybe like the white button-up / the darker jeans is giving you that feel, right?
I think that's what it
Because I don't think you usually wear darker jeans as much.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Would you take off the jacket?
I feel like the brown jacket like ties it into what your rebranded look is.
Now, when I saw her in the kitchen, she did not have the jacket on. She was dressed like that.
Hey,
which
you still look really nice.
I thought that's what started. I go, boy, you look really nice.
Cute.
And then she said she looked like
That's
a
a
black girl
cute
on a farm.
outfit.
But you're wearing tennis shoes, jeans, and a long sleeve white shirt.
That's adorable.
If you gave me cowboy boots and a cowboy hat, I would look like a cowboy.
If you gave Kyle cowboy boots and a cowboy hat, if you gave me cowboy boots and a cowboy hat, I would look like a cowboy. If we gave you a motorcycle helmet and leather boots, you'd look like a motorcycle girl.
No, I think it's cute. The little tennies.
That's what I was telling
It's
her.
like preppy chic, like going out for errands.
But my rebrand, and that's kind of what I was going for, Kyle. But my rebrand consists, like, this shirt needs to be probably 3 sizes bigger. Like,
I see what you're saying.
Like, I'm looking for, like, the oversized, baggy, cute, chic.
I
Well,
think
the
it's
jacket
working.
does that. The jacket does.
Who's
it,
in
'cause
charge
the
of your
jacket's
rebrand?
My friend Angel.
Did she pick out that clothes?
She would not approve this outfit.
Oh, I like it.
It's cute.
Yeah, and
She
don't
would approve my statement piece jacket.
listen. Only some offense, but don't be fashionably spun into the ground by Nick. He only wears Ninja Turtle clothes to work. Like he cannot be judging your fashion.
Nick just stood up in the back like, what? What?
But teacher is a great one, though.
Yeah, it's a funny line.
That's a good one.
Pretty damn good line.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm
I just
like,
said don't let it spin you in the ground, but it's a great line.
No, and like don't get me wrong. Like what Nick says to me, the majority of the time goes in through one ear, out the other. But it's the fact that like I already don't feel like good about myself. And he was like, he's like, we've been working together for like 4 years. I think this is the least confident I've ever seen you before. I was like, that is very true. So please be nice to me today.
I think you look great.
I do too.
I think every day this week you look like $1 million.
Let's go, Payton.
Thanks.
Like I can tell sometimes when you come in sweats and you're like, oh, and then you'll eventually say, I just got home 10 minutes before I came in here. So you can tell, oh yeah, Payton. But now that you've got this vibe going with you, and I think it looks great, keep it up.
And you're
Thank
still getting
you.
up early and
Can you still keep it going though? Can you keep it going?
I mean, I have accountability on my side.
Is this
So-
angel person going to like check in with you every once in a while or what?
Yeah, I'm seeing her today because we have to go shopping because I'm going to the Wicked play next weekend and I need an outfit.
Oh, is that what you're talking about? You said like last week you went thrifting? Mm-hmm. Is this part of the rebrand thrifting?
Yeah.
So
totally.
how'd that go?
Thrifting went great. I actually was like very shocked how I was like, look at all these gems. And then what's that phrase where it's like, one man's trash is another man's treasure? I was like, this is so true. This is gold right here. So I got some cute stuff. And then we kind of decided, because I'm going for like a super kind of like oversized, sporty look. And so my jeans, like I have super thick thighs. So like jeans don't fit me normally. So we went and shopped in like the men's section and got jeans that are probably like 4 sizes too big. And then we just got a bunch of cute belts and then we tied it together and it's like giving everything it needs to. But I haven't washed them yet, so that's why I'm not wearing them yet.
I love, like, I don't think I've ever had a conversation with myself or with anybody about rebranding and just, like, things just kind of happen. Like, to openly discuss your purpose, to purposely go out and rebrand and have a certain look is fascinating to me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like an intentional
Yeah.
switching up of the look.
I
Yes.
love that.
Like
you
normally you just change your hair or something, or like, oh, I'm going to branch out and do something different with this outfit, but like it's a total rehaul.
Like you might go, oh, I can't wear those shoes anymore. They're not part of my look.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I already have like a trash bag in my room of all the stuff that I'm like going through my closet. I'm like, yeah, I would never wear that again, and I like throw it away. But I love the word that you used, Kyle, like intentional, because when Angel and I got together, that was the word that we used. We were like, we're gonna be intentional with this. And then even when it comes to like content creating, like say I posted on Instagram, like I would be intentional with that. It would be like, come with me while I rebrand my entire look. Like being very, very intentional with what I'm doing.
Are you going to show the stuff that you threw out and the stuff that you replaced it with on your Insta and all that?
Oh,
'Cause
no.
that could be cool.
I mean, yeah, I could do that, but I didn't think about doing
There's
that.
an Instagram account. There's an Instagram account that I'm a huge fan of, and I still look at it every day. It's called "What the Unfug Are You Wearing?" And it was Kyle's outfits of the day. She would put them on there. It was great. It was
I've
great.
thought about like bringing that
You
back.
should.
But then I'm like, I don't really shop that much anymore. So I'm like, would it be boring? Like, here's my shirt from 7 years ago.
I have those pictures.
I feel like that gives you a reason to go shopping.
But I wonder if you could post.
I know.
Hey,
Trying to budget more than
The
that.
Instagram account, "What the Unfug Are You Wearing?" was based off Kyle's fashion and stuff. Maybe you could be a branch of that.
An apprentice.
But you're still on "What the Unfug Are You Wearing?"
Could it
So
be
we
like,
just-
what the heck you wearing?
No. It's still on "What the Unfug Are You Wearing?" But it's like now it's featuring you for a while
Okay.
until Kyle gets back on TV, because that's what it was. You were going on TV all the time, so you're always wearing these outfits. We're like, wow. Yes, Grant. Hold on.
I was going to say we should also, while we're talking about it, not forget "What the Scott Fisher Are You Wearing?"
Oh, yeah.
Which is the companion. It's her husband.
He made one like that?
No, I made one
Oh, you
called
did?
"What the Scott Fisher
Oh.
Are You Wearing?"
And
I mean, I've got like 3 or 4 posts on there. It's blown up, but
But now Rich, on the other hand, he was talking about that no one's recognized that you changed your look too.
Yeah, well, I got some new glasses, and Payton did not notice them, so I brought it up to her yesterday, and she's like, oh, yeah, those are great. I'm like, no, these are the same ones I've been wearing for years. The new ones, when I had them on, you didn't notice.
I
They were
noticed
the
had
ones with the yellow, right?
had
They were
yellow.
little Ferrari
Kyle
ones.
noticed.
Yeah.
I just didn't say anything. I'm sorry. I should have said something. New glasses? All right.
But now I can't find them. I lost them already, so.
no way.
I had him on yesterday.
No, I had them on the day before yesterday, but I couldn't find them yesterday. They're somewhere
You
around
know
here.
why you couldn't find him yesterday?
Why?
Because you were wearing them yesterday. I'm almost positive.
No,
I
It
saw
wasn't,
it.
because that was yesterday that he asked me if I saw his new glasses. And I told him, oh, I like those. Those are Nike. And he said, I wear these all the time. These aren't my new
I
glasses.
said I had the other one. The other ones
That
were the
was
day
yesterday.
before.
Oh.
I just have no idea
I'm
where
sorry, Richard. I'll be more intentional when I look at you.
It's okay.
From here on.
I'm unrebranding. I'm debranding.
Could Angel work on Rich for a while?
I'm sure she'd love to rebrand the whole show. She would love that.
I'm sure we could probably all use it.
I have a wife
I
that tries to
think-
do that daily.
Honest to God, in my heart, true heart of hearts, between Rich, Kyle, you, Peyton, I think the three of you are great dressers. I'm really a big fan of the way you dress.
Thank you.
For real. I
That's
thought that
nice.
for
I feel
years.
like you've got some pretty good style.
Oh, you're
too.
just trying to be nice because that's so Libra of you.
No, but you do. You do.
I don't.
You're very intentional about it.
Oh,
you're
intentional
branching out
slob.
from the. You're branching out from the black shirt and jeans lately.
It's true.
I know because I'm sick of that look.
Really?
So
That
you're
look is
rebranding too.
ubiquitous. It's
I have
ubiquitous.
so
I
many
tell you.
black t-shirts. Anyway, what's coming up with 3 things you need to know, Kyle?
I'm going to tell you the best time of day you should eat. Next with Johnjay and Rich.
Woke up with a new day. Johnjay and Rich are live on the free iHeartRadio app.
Kyle, what do you got for 3 things we need to know?
You probably saw the videos on social media. I know I did, of the SpaceX Starship rocket that kind of exploded a few minutes after it got launched into air. They said basically, it was unmanned, so you don't have to worry about any injuries or anything like that. But the spacecraft lost altitude, several engines. It happened 9 minutes after it launched. And that's what they've been doing. They've been testing them. So sometimes the tests don't go well. People in Florida and islands of the Caribbean and the Atlantic reported seeing huge debris clouds, and those were what were posted online. It looked crazy.
It's amazingly spectacular, but that is supposed to be the most powerful rocket in the history of the world. So when it blows up, it's going to blow up big.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but I just know that a couple days ago, the story was that Jeff Bezos is sending all these people up in space. Right?
But I think the Jeff Bezos space flight is like the one that happened, the Blue Origin flight that happened last year that he went up on.
Right.
They went to like the edge of space, like not
what I'm
actually
saying
fully
is that
into it.
they're blowing up.
Yeah.
And still.
I mean, maybe different spacecraft, I guess. I don't speak space engineer, but
Aircraft isn't having a good run right now anyway.
Right. So if you're wondering, what is the best time of day to eat? Science has looked at it, and they have found that consuming the majority of your day's calories early may be the most beneficial for weight loss and better health. They say biorhythms play a really important role in how your body handles food. People who skip breakfast report feeling not satisfied by their food, being hungry between meals. They say eat a big breakfast, eat a small dinner, and never have late night snacks. That's what's going to benefit your body the best for weight loss.
I do all the opposite of that.
And look, your body fat's lower than ever.
Yeah, true.
Different strokes for different folks, right, guys? So this I found interesting because, January 1st started a whole new generation. As of 2025, all the babies born now are Generation Beta, right? Because it was Gen Z, then Gen Alpha, then Gen Beta. And the story that I read said, Gen Beta is already offended by the name Gen Beta. Gen Beta is like 3 months old at this point.
That's so Gen Beta.
That feels like something that would be
Doesn't
very
beta mean like testing?
Well, that's
in the beta phase.
Yes, but in the Gen Alpha / Gen Z slang words, beta is actually a slang word for someone who's passive or weak.
Oh,
so
God,
people who
really?
have these babies are like, I don't have a weak baby. Like, this is offensive. The people who make up the names are saying, listen, it's just that we're using the Greek alphabet. So we started with alpha, then beta would naturally come next. It didn't necessarily mean that this was going to be the weaker generation. Just
well,
so
we
you know.
will see.
I know. Only time will tell.
Yeah, how will those babies be in 20 years?
We shall see. But they do say something interesting about Gen Beta is like this is the first generation that will grow up not knowing the world without AI.
Oh, that's so
Well, that's
wild.
trippy.
Yeah. Because AI just exists already, and they're just going to grow up in that technologically savvy world.
Well, okay, so if it's like Gen X, then Gen Z, so are millennials Gen Y?
No, I guess originally, and then they just changed it to millennial.
Millennial's too hard to spell.
Why? Because why? I don't know why they did that. It's 3 things you need to know.
Horoscope time. 877-937-1047 to get your sign read. Payton, what is the vibe today?
Well, Kyle, you were just talking about eating and, the right ways, to stay healthy. Well, I'm going to tell you how each zodiac sign acts when they're hangry.
Ziamora, good morning. What's your sign?
Good morning. I am a Taurus.
Okay, so for Taurus, if you are hangry, you are the food or death, no in between. If a Taurus says they are hungry, you have exactly 2.5 minutes to present a snack before they start questioning your entire friendship. They don't do well with waiting, and if food isn't on the way for a Taurus, they will get dramatic about it.
That is so true.
Thanks, Ziamora. Have a great day.
You.
Thank
Bye.
you.
You too. Bye.
Haley.
Yes, hi.
Hi.
I'm a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, when you get hangry, you are the overreactor. Sagittarius, you're going to act like you are literally like dying if you don't get something in your system. Like, relax, you probably ate 3 hours ago, but you will make it everyone else's problem and start making impulsive, terrible food decisions just to stop suffering.
That is 100% true.
Thanks, Haley. Drive safe.
Thank you, bye.
What up, Maddox?
Hi, I'm an Aquarius.
Okay, Maddox.
How old are you, Maddox?
Dad?
How old?
Oh.
10.
Oh, Okay.
Maddox is 10, and I'm going to tell you, Maddox, how you act when you get really hungry and then you get super angry about it. You're the person where you don't mean to get hangry. You just, like, kind of forget, and then all of a sudden you're cranky and you're like, Mom, I need a snack now. Then you'll go ahead, you'll eat that snack, and then you're perfectly fine. You kind of just switch it up on us, Maddox.
That's me.
Sweet.
You better have all the snacks you want.
What's up, Shanae? The Gemini.
Hey, good morning. I was listening. I'm like, I act a complete fool when I'm hungry, but let's see.
Yeah, well, Geminis, you are like mood swings galore. A hangry Gemini is like two different people fighting for control. 1 minute, you're sweet and you're trying to hold it together, and the next, you're giving an attitude for absolutely no reason. Just get a snack in your mouth, and then they will be back to their usual chatty selves.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Thank you, guys.
Bye, Shanae. How about for Rich? It's his birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, happy early birthday, Richie.
Thank you so kindly.
Yeah, when you get hangry, you're the whiny baby. Pisces, when you're hangry, it's pure suffering, and you're going to make it so dramatic. You're sighing, you're pouting, and you honestly might even cry. You're kind of like, why is life like this? Like, just go get a sandwich. It's fine.
I can't disagree with that at all.
How about Libras?
Libra Kyle, you are the indecisive nightmare. Hangry Libra is the worst person to ask, what do you want to eat? They don't know, and if they do know, they're probably about to pass out because they are so hungry. And by the time they finally decide that they're ready to eat, they're already on the verge of, like, you know, when your stomach like starts to grumble and it feels like it's eating itself. That's you. Just pick for a Libra when they're hangry.
It's true. We don't even know what we want when we're not that hungry.
Exactly.
So just throw something our way.
What about for you, for Leos?
Yeah, for Leos, we are the diva meltdown when we get hangry. Listen, Leos, we don't just get hangry, we get offended that food doesn't just magically appear in front of us. If we are hangry, you will hear about it, and the drama level is Oscar worthy. We need their meal like now, and we will definitely make a scene about it.
How about Virgo?
Virgo, Johnjay, you are the silent judger. Virgo, you won't say you're hangry. You'll just start getting really picky and irritating. So, secondly, everything is annoying them, and they have notes on everything that you're doing. Just hand them a granola bar before they critique your entire existence.
Funny. I feel like I'm hangry all day.
Yeah, well, I mean, no one would dare hand you a granola bar because you would put it in that Yuka app and say, this is too unhealthy.
Yep.
All right, if we can get your sign there, I'll post on our website, johnjayandrich.com.
Is it that sweet like you so? That's that me espresso.
Hello, good morning, John Jay and Rich. Can I help you?
Yeah, I have a story for the worst place to be hit on.
Okay, what do you got?
I was 8.5 months pregnant at Walmart. Some guy came up to me, and he hit on me. He wanted to take me out to dinner, and I told him no. I said, I'm happily married. I am about to, give birth. I'm getting stuff for my baby shower stuff, last-minute things. And he was so persistent. He was like, I just moved down from Texas. I'm new to the area. Can I take you out to dinner? I'm like, no, for like 5 times. And he would not leave me alone. I said, sir, I got to go. I got to continue on shopping, and my husband's waiting for me. And he's like, okay, well, can I give you my number? And I'm like, no. Again, I am happily married. I am pregnant. I have a big diamond ring on my finger. And I'm like, seriously, I don't know what else to tell him no. And he's like, okay, well, I'll let you go then. I mean, I was pregnant at the time.
Pregnant women are very attractive.
Yeah, but like, how many times do you have to say no?
Right,
right. How many times do you have to say no?
Like, that's annoying.
Exactly.
Right.
I was like, I tell my husband, and he's like, okay. He goes, well, you can tell him that, you can, all 3 of us go out to dinner. I'm like, right? I don't think he would last dinner.
All right, well, thank you for calling in.
All right, thank you. Bye.
It's a perfect call because we got a text. The text line is you text JJR, whatever you want to say, to 96893. And I believe Marissa has a question for Kyle that is related to what we just talked about. Huh. Interesting, right, Marissa? What's your question for Kyle?
Yeah, hi, guys.
Hi.
Question for Kyle is I'm very early into my pregnancy, my very first one.
Congratulations.
And thank you. And I'm just wondering, when is all, I don't know, just things supposed to happen? When did you feel like excitement, the glow, all that? Because right now I just am bleh.
Do you know if you're having a boy or a girl?
No, I do not know, but I'm taking a sneak peek test tonight that I hope we find out in a couple days.
Oh my gosh, that's very exciting. So how many weeks along are you?
About 6 only.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got some time, sister.
In her text, the last thing she says, she goes, "Where's the glow?"
Well, okay. I asked you if you know the gender of your baby because supposedly, and I don't know if it's like an old wives' tale or whatever, but supposedly, like if you're having a girl, you're gonna have less of the glow, and if you're having a boy, you'll have more of the glow because they say daughters steal the mother's beauty or whatever. I don't necessarily know if I noticed a difference when I had a boy and a girl on any of that, but like feeling the excitement and stuff like that, for me, it really started to like kick in and hit like when I started feeling, like they say before you feel like kicks and stuff like that, you'll feel like little bubbles and like, it's like your baby. And that, like for me, that was really exciting. And then, the appointments where you start to actually see the baby in the sonograms and it looks like a baby. For me, those were the moments I thought were like, oh my gosh, like this is real. Like there's a little human inside of me and this is crazy. And that gets exciting too. And then, like your baby shower and stuff like that, picking out stuff. And I think that's when you'll start to feel the excitement, hopefully.
Okay. Well, and you saying kind of that if it's a girl, it kind of takes away that beauty effect or whatever. I'm really hoping for a girl. I'm surrounded by boys. So that makes me even a bit more hopeful, too.
Yeah. Okay. You'll have to call us back and let us know when you find out. That's so exciting.
I absolutely will. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Marissa.
Bye.
Hey, better wake up. Wake up. We're live on the radio.
Johnjay and Rich wake you up.
Johnjay and Rich. Good morning, Eric.
Yeah, Johnjay, about your nose spray addiction. I know all about it. My wife's the same way. There was an episode of Yes Dear, a sitcom in the early 90s that dealt with this, and they put it to Who's Got the Hooch. So just wanted to let you know. You should watch that. It's pretty cool.
So how many seasons of Yes Dear are there?
I don't know, 7 or 8.
And how would I find this episode? Do you know off the top of your head?
I Googled it.
What was it?
I just Googled Yes Dear, Season 3, Episode 9.
Oh, Season 3, Episode 9. Okay. Who's the star of Yes Dear? Do you remember? I feel like I know. It's that comedian. Is it right? He's a
Kirk. The guy who's in Kirk.
No. It was I can't remember his name.
I can't remember.
He's got dark hair. I feel like I know who it is. But anyway, thank you very much for that, Eric.
Anthony Clark.
Yep.
Anthony Clark. That's it.
Whoa.
That's it. Thanks, Eric. Drive safe.
What a deep pull that was.
I know. All right, Stacks and Hacks. I have Stacks information. Rich has life hacks. Happy Employee Appreciation Day, you guys. Your boss probably won't be celebrating it. A poll found 19% of companies are actually doing something for their staff. Are they doing that here?
No, there's nobody here but us today.
Literally.
We're the only employees in the building.
Please step forward. By reaching 75% refinement on Sienna, you have earned for you and your fellow refiners a 5-minute music dance experience. You may choose one genre and one accessory. The maraca. Excellent choice.
That's Severance, you guys. Severance for the
We
Severance.
need to do that.
Do the
5-minute music.
We do. The Wall Street Journal did a big story. Oh, we did that one already. Cal did that one. This weekend, spring forward, daylight savings time. Spring forward, jump backwards.
Fall back. Because that happens in the fall.
But jump back is always a good move. Looks cool.
Yeah.
A poll asked if having a selfie on your lock screen was weird. Do you guys think it's weird?
Yes.
Yeah.
A selfie?
Or it can be, I guess it's all in the way you look at it. If it's like, if I lose my phone, then someone knows who this phone belongs to. Like if you're in a crowd of people and the phone goes away and it's like, okay, Peyton's holding up her phone. She's got it. It's like if her phone gets lost in a crowd of people, they're looking for her.
Where can I find this woman with a wedding dress looking at a knife?
Shame.
I don't think Peyton has it for that reason.
I feel right now. I look at this and I'm like, dang, girl, you look good. But when Kadeem saw this on my lock screen, he said that's the most conceited thing I think I've ever seen anybody ever do. And then he makes me change it. So anytime I go home, I just change it back.
68% of people say it's bizarre, just to let you know. I guess there's these pants that are selling like crazy. They're over $400, and they are one-legged jeans. One leg is all the way through, and the other one is like a pair of shorts. One leg is a pair of shorts, and people are selling them.
I can't get with the trend yet. I mean, it's one of those that I'm not going to be hopping on, especially for $400.
If you got holes in your jeans, it's like, just the next step. Just removing one leg altogether.
I guess so. That's kind of the look that a lot of the WNBA players are having right now with like the one leg sleeve and then no
when they're
sleeve on
playing.
the other one. Yeah, when they're playing.
Yeah.
But like that looks cool, but like jeans?
Here, this is an influencer trying it on in front of her boyfriend.
As soon as I saw these, I knew I had to get my hands on them. immediately. Why are you so nosy?
What are you talking about? Why is it missing the other leg?
It's not missing a leg. Wait, why am I actually obsessed?
It's cutting off your circulation.
Listen, you get the airflow here and you keep warm here.
What if it's cold?
All right, guys, let's style the whole outfit, maybe with some shades. A little too short for my preference.
They're $440.
Taylor Swift wears them, and I bet you half the world will too.
True. Well, you know, like she had one of those, like one of those costumes on her Eras tour, the Reputation part, where it was black and she had one long leg and one short leg.
Oh, yeah, that was cute.
The Vienna Vegetable Orchestra earned a world record by playing with food. It's the world's first orchestra to make music from vegetable instruments. They've performed 344 concerts over the last 27 years. This is all vegetables. It'll be the next Super Bowl.
Kind of cool,
I like
actually.
whatever made the little record scratch noises.
In sex news, men with high-quality swimmers live longer. Women who get it on at least once a week live longer. And a study found that apes regularly have makeup sex to resolve disagreements.
Aww.
Isn't that wild?
They got it right.
What do you got for life hacks, Rich?
There's a hack to remembering things. So follow me down this path because it's a little tricky, but you'll figure it out. So if you want to remember something, you shouldn't just try to remember it. You should write it down. Like we've all heard that, right? Like you make your list, you write it down. So you're less likely to remember something if you don't write it down. You are least likely to remember something if you wrote it in red ink. So that's the most forgetful ink that you can write in. You are most likely to remember something that you've written in blue ink. So if you're going to make a list for work or a to-do list, try to have a blue pen. And this does not count for taking notes in your phone. Your brain works when you write it down on a piece of paper. Blue ink, that's how you remember the most. And I hope you remember that, but if you can't, it's at johnjayandrich.com.
Broadcasting live across the world right now. This is the John Jay and Rich radio program.
It's John Jay and Rich. You shoot us a text JJR, whatever's on your mind, to 96893. I got a DM actually on my Instagram, and it's in reference to a video that Kyle and Payton made, which I love. It's the latest trend, the dancing trend from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, it's Tadochi's new song called Anxiety.
This DM from Sandra says, I finally understand the dynamic of this trend. You guys nailed it. I always saw it, but didn't get why the first person stops dancing. I get it now. No one I've watched does it like you did. It's awesome. I love it. You guys, Payton and Kyle did it. You can see it on John Jay and Rich on Instagram. Nice. It's like Payton's dancing, listening with music, with headphones on. The Kyle walks in the background like you don't know what's going on. She just starts dancing, and then she leaves. It's so small, and it's just a really, really good video. I think it's one of my favorite videos we've ever made. Nice job, you guys.
Thank you.
Well done.
Did it in one take.
Rich, like said, did you guys hear that boom in the East Valley? And I just went on the air and said, if anyone heard the boom in the East Valley, call us. No one called. So it might have just been going on in your house.
Okay, well, I don't think it was just going in my house because
apparently no one called in.
Neighbors kind of like gathered outside. You know how you ever hear that Dane Cook video or that comedy thing where he's like, I heard the thing and I came out of my house.
And I came outside.
That's exactly what happened yesterday. So I'm sitting actually prepping for the show and I feel, not just here, but this boom that shakes all the windows. And it's not like a shotgun or anything like that. It sounded like something exploded. So as I'm walking outside to see if I can see anything, all my neighbors start walking out and they all say the same thing. I was in the kitchen, I heard the boom, and I came out. I heard it. So as I look, the neighborhood sites post about what was that boom, but as I look to research on the news or anything like that, I can't find anything. So I don't know. If
I think I might know what it is.
A transformer exploded somewhere. I have no idea.
It's kind of, in my house right now, there's something going on, and our whole house was shaking. It's doof, doof, and the dogs are barking. It was so loud. It's been 3 days of that happening. And it's the house behind our house in the alley is being torn down, and they have these huge, like, Tonka trucks, but they're not Tonka trucks. Yeah. They're real trucks.
Yeah.
And they're like breaking the pool up. Like the water's out of the pool.
Oh,
and then I don't know what they're doing. I posted it on Instagram, but this giant tractor picks up this part of the pool of concrete, lifts it up in the air and just drops it. And the boom vibrates through our whole house. So I went and I recorded on my phone, but it doesn't make the same sound
it's wild.
as it does. Like our walls shake, but when I was filming it, just like dink.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but in my house, boom, boom.
So I was on Facebook yesterday in one of my mom Facebook groups had brought up that there was this boom, and I listened. I'm trying to find the video right now. I can't find it, but it was like every 5 seconds, it was like a massive like boom, like explosion, and no one could figure out what it was either. They were like, it literally sounds like sonic booms going off within 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
crazy.
So my relatives used to live in one of those fly zones where the airplanes would break the sonic boom, the sound barrier, and it would go just one time, and that's what it felt like. That's what it sounded like, what it felt like. But we don't live around one of those places where jets are doing that. I don't know what it was. So if anybody knows, let me know.
Yeah, dang, I'm so
curious.
mad I can't find this video so I could show you guys.
What's up, Eric? Good morning.
Hey, Johnjay.
Yo.
I've been listening for 7 years, since about like 2018. I texted in this morning, my favorite thing that happens on the show that hasn't happened in a while is you guys randomly insert in the, I met Gladys Knight, and then just end in the clip, no context.
I met Gladys Knight.
That clip right there?
That clip right there. Then you guys cut it off and move on like nothing happened.
What do you mean you haven't heard it in a while?
Well, I heard the full clip yesterday on the podcast, but not the little soundbite. I like that one the best.
You know why? What I think that is that what you're talking about, Eric, is me playing it by mistake.
Oh, really?
Yeah. See, I have on this machine over here, I play music, like a music bed, and I will hit a button called a loop, so it'll just loop the music. And sometimes it's looped, and it'll be
I met Gladys Knight when I worked in Dallas.
And I'm like, oh, God, oops, I should have played that. And that's what I think has happened.
That's the best mistake ever.
And Eric thinks it's genius programming.
No, watch. All the shows now going to start copying us. That's going to happen somewhere. All right. Thank you, Eric. Thanks for listening. That's very nice of you to text in. Yeah. Thank you. That's so funny. Yep. Oh, man. So I saw on Kyle's social media that she went and got a little face love.
Yes, I did.
Because you were freaking out that things were moving on your face.
Normal. Okay. I've been getting Botox for a long time. Open about it. Don't care. I love it. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but that's my thing. And I went to go see Jamie at the Comstock, and I was like, this is so weird, but I feel like I let it go longer than usual. Like normally when the Botox starts to wear off, I get terrible headaches, and I know, got to make my appointment. For some reason, that didn't happen, and it got all the way to the point where it's like the angry 11s are out, and they are like really angry. So I went in, got the Botox, and if you've ever gotten Botox before, sometimes like after you get it, you have little bumps where every little shot went in. Little bumps all over your forehead. And I posted it on my Instagram so you can see if you don't know what I'm talking about. But I had to go straight from my appointment to volunteer at my kid's school. And so, I'm kind of there a lot. So the kids kind of like, they know like, oh, you're Easton's mom. Oh, you're Addie's mom. And so I was helping out with the first grade class party. And one of the kids in Easton's class, he's looking at me and I'm like, hey buddy, you doing all right? He's like, did something happen to you? And I'm like, no, why? He's like, your forehead looks funny. And I was like, oh, medical procedure. Don't worry about it. Go get some snacks. Go get some snacks. But it was wild because last night we're sitting in our living room, and Scott was sitting, like, me and the kids sitting on the couch. We're watching a movie, and Scott's like at like the table, kind of like working on his computer, and he's like, get this. I just got a residual check. So my husband, if you don't know, he does voiceovers for like radio and TV, and every once in a while he gets like a really cool gig. Like I told you, he voiced the concert for the Jonas Brothers, right? Or Bruce Springsteen.
Green Day.
The whole
Green
tour.
Day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The whole tour. And I was like, ooh, residual check. That sounds fancy. Like, that sounds very Hollywood. Like, for what? And he's like, well, last year he was hired to do a bit for the Jimmy Kimmel Show.
That we are not in very good shape physically at all. But this is a tricky month for major corporations because nowadays you can't separate your business from an event like Pride Month, and you have to make a statement, which it has become obvious is easier for some companies than others.
At Bass Pro Shops, we know that the great outdoors is a place we can all share. Whether it be a camping trip with your kids or a fishing trip with your lover. It's time to hit the trail. This Pride Month, we're celebrating those who love the outdoors and members of the same sex. Hell, for all we know, there could be fish that are gay. I'm talking to you, rainbow trout.
So we did this bit for Jimmy Kimmel last year, June Pride Month, right? And it just like went about his day. We got the check yesterday. You guys, check it out.
Let me see.
36 cents.
Oh, my God.
36 whopping cents. And I'm like, okay. And I'm looking at the check and I'm just laughing because it's like taxable 5 cents. So the government took a nickel.
Wait a minute. You're looking at this all wrong. We can afford fish as our voice guy. Let's hire him.
Like,
So, yeah, I got 36 cents for a good bit.
I'm like, I think residuals. I'm thinking like, oh, Friends, the residuals. They live off of their residuals.
So he makes those opens for all the games that we play for Kyle's games. Like, was a pop 10, 36 cents. That's what you pay him. Here you go. Make me another one. I don't like that one.
I'm like, they literally spent more mailing that to you.
Oh, for sure.
Like, literally. The envelope, the paper, the printing of it, and the postage cost way more than 36 cents.
I wonder if it's weird for him because in that audio clip, he says his own name.
Fish.
Fish are gay. And he's kind of like, whoa, hey, man.
Chill.
Oh, are you guys talking about the fish that swim or are you talking about me? Very cool. Wow, man, what a lucrative career.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So, you guys, I'm going shopping later.
That's not even one drop of Botox. Not even a drop. So, tomorrow is International Women's Day.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Right?
Yeah.
All right. And normally we do a big thing on it, but, it's on Saturday. So, I tried to do something. So, in honor of Women's History Day, this is a trivia contest about women trailblazers written by a man.
It's Friday and Johnjay's got a game for you.
Payton. Women trailblazers. In July of 2022, this woman was sworn in as an Associate Justice of the United States Supreme Court, becoming the first black woman to serve as a justice in the 232-year history of the court.
I should know this. I have no idea.
Anybody.
Sonia Mayer.
She's Mexican.
Oh.
Ketanji Brown
You
Jackson.
said black woman.
Right.
But then you just said Mexican woman.
He was wrong.
My answer was wrong.
Yeah.
He was wrong.
I was like, now you're confusing me again.
You just got to listen. That's all you got to do. You just got to listen. He was wrong. The answer is Ketanji Brown Jackson. Okay. Kyle, this woman was such a revered journalist that we forgive her for creating The View.
Who created The View? Whoopi Goldberg's been there the longest, but it was before. She talked like this. Barbara Walters.
Yes, he figured it out. Rich, the first female solo artist to win a Grammy for Album of the Year.
Ooh, the first female solo artist to win a Grammy for Album of the Year. Diana Ross.
Judy Garland.
Oh, wow.
For the 1961 Judy Garland Carnegie Hall concert.
Way back then.
Okay. First solo female artist to win the Grammy for Album of the Year twice and thrice. Payton.
Beyonce.
No.
Kyle. Taylor Swift.
Yes. Rich, the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean.
Amelia Earhart.
Yes. Payton. All right, so I want you to listen to this question.
I'm listening. I'm literally looking at you, hearing the words that are coming out of your mouth. I just didn't understand.
Who is the first female vice president of the United States?
Kamala Harris.
Yes. Kyle, the longest reigning queen in British history.
That would be Queen Elizabeth.
What number?
I don't know which one. Lilibet.
The second.
Okay.
Payton. She refused to give up her seat on a segregated bus in Montgomery, Alabama.
Rosa Parks.
Yes. Rich, the first woman, if anybody gets this, they are next level smart. First woman to run for president of the United States in 1872, even before women had the right to vote.
That would have been Elizabeth Durkins.
Nope. Victoria Woodhull.
Victoria Woodhull sounds like a boss bee.
Right, Vicky.
Right?
Heck yeah, girl.
Payton, this tennis legend defeated Bobby Riggs in the famous Battle of the Sexes in 1973.
1973? Tennis?
Mm-hmm.
Serena Williams wasn't born then.
No, but Serena Williams idolizes her.
Oh, I don't know.
Talks about her all the time. Anybody? Rich?
Billie Jean King.
Billie Jean King. Payton, known as the Queen of Soul, this legendary singer was the first woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Queen of Soul. I don't know. Whitney Houston?
Okay. Rich?
Aretha Franklin.
Yes. Kyle, first woman to serve at the Supreme Court, nominated by Ronald Reagan in 1981, and there's a high school down the street.
there's a high school down the street. I was going to say Ruth Bader Ginsburg, but
Nope.
I don't know any other Supreme Court people.
Think of high schools. Arcadia High. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like,
Sandra
really?
Day O'Connor.
Oh,
Sandra
okay,
Day
my bad.
O'Connor.
I'm sure Ginsburg's got a high school somewhere.
Rich, singer of I'm Every Woman, released her debut solo single in 1978.
Ooh, okay. So I think you have to get a Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. Payton,
Whitney did it too.
Over the course of 11 years, this person made at least 13 trips back to the South, leading more than
Harriet
7.
Tubman.
Yes, Harriet Tubman. Rich, first American woman in space.
Oh, first American woman in space, Sally Ride.
Yes, Payton, first black actress to win an Oscar.
Angela Bassett.
You know what, looking for Hattie McDaniel for Gone with the Wind.
Oh, wow.
Payton, second black actress to win an Oscar.
What's her name? The teacher that's on Abbott Elementary. What's her name?
Almost close. Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh.
51 years later, she won for her role in the 1990 Ghost movie.
She did?
Yeah, she won the Academy Award for
that's
that.
cool.
Yeah. I had some more, but I feel like they're just too hard for you guys.
We're not on our game
I
here
know.
for sure.
I went to community college. What do you want from me?
Cal, Polish-French scientist who conducted pioneering research on radioactivity. She was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, remains the only person to have won the award in 2 scientific fields.
Frida Franklin.
No, Rich?
Madame Curie.
Yes. And that is the female trailblazers for International Women's Day Friday Trivia.
It's Friday and Johnjay's got a game for you.
Yay.
Living young and wild and free.
Johnjay and Rich. Hey, Eric. Thanks for holding.
Hey, how we doing?
Good. What's up, man?
Just had a few things on my mind. I just wanted to be real for a minute. Making friends as an adult is, really hard, man. Like, it's just not the same when we were kids,
Yeah.
So here's the deal. I was at this brewery trying to enjoy some me time after a rough week, and I ended up chatting with this group of people who were there for like a work happy hour. We swapped numbers, hung out a few times, and things were going pretty well. And then last weekend, we were walking around Old Town, popped into a hat store, and I grabbed a couple hats, one for me and one for my brother. And when I showed them off, I said, my brother is a huge Bears fan, and my dad only drank Miller High Life. And before I could say anything else, one of the girls was like, oh, that's so sweet of you to think of them. Are you sending that to your dad? And here's the thing. My dad's been dead for a few years now. But since we haven't really gone into that whole topic yet, I let it slide and didn't correct her. Now I'm stuck wondering what the right move is. Do I just wait for it to come up naturally? Do I shoot the group a text and address it? I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable, but it's that weird moment where I don't know when it's appropriate to bring up being in the dead parent club.
Okay.
Are we talking to a robot?
Yeah, I think you seem like an odd guy, so I don't think they're going to be surprised by anything you say.
This is definitely not the first time I've been asked if I'm a robot.
Are we talking to AI right now?
AI, Eric?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that the reason that you're hanging out with the friend group is that you must make them laugh in some way. They must think that you're kind of an oddball.
I don't think so.
I
don't think he makes them laugh at all.
I don't think, or maybe he's alarming to them. Either way, I don't think they're going to be surprised when you say, by the way, this isn't for my alive dad. This is just a hat. Like, nobody's going to care.
Are you guys part of the Dead Parents Club?
That's sad.
I've been told many times I'm the weirdest introvert and extrovert at the same time. I think all that just kind of mashes together. Yeah.
I hear that. Your personality comes through right away.
I get it. You were kind of nervous, but you sound like a robot to me.
Stop. It's okay. He's a human.
I didn't hear anything he said. He said bought hats for people that are dead. Is that what happened?
No.
No?
No, that is not it.
What did he say? Tell me.
was telling his friends about the hats that he bought. And then he mentioned his dad, like Miller High Life, and then they were like, "Oh, great! Are you going to send the hats to your dad?" And he didn't say, "My dad's dead," and now he's wondering when's the right time to bring that up because he's awkward and he doesn't want to make them feel weird.
I did not get that at all. I did not get that at all.
What were you? Listen, Johnjay.
I was listening to him sound like a robot. Honest to God. And he was walking down, and I stopped into a hat store and I bought hats.
Of course he doesn't have a dad. He's a robot. Robots
He's
don't have
looking
dads.
for advice,
Right.
not for us to call him a robot
I'm
over
glad
and
you
over again.
listened properly.
So it sounds like the AI programming might need to be tuned a little bit.
So Eric, your friends think your dad's alive and your dad's actually not alive, and you just don't know how to break that news that he's not. That's where we're
Yeah, it's
at.
the
Okay.
most awkward thing to bring up with no context.
Yeah,
Like, do I just
okay.
say, hey, everyone, my dad's dead. Have a good morning.
I think people hearing something awkward with no context from you is going to be pretty normal. So you could probably do that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, yeah, and you could even just go like, hey, I didn't want to say this yesterday. I didn't want to make you feel weird, but my dad actually passed away about the hat thing. I don't want to make it a whole thing. You know, it's like I feel like that would be a simple conversation, especially with like people who are your friends.
Or just don't say anything, ever, unless it comes up again.
That feels like a one-on-one conversation. I don't know how to put that message in the group chat. Like,
Why is
I
that your
feel
only
like if I
option?
reached out-
Why is the group chat your only option?
That's just how this group of friends works. All their messaging is through the group chat. Even if I just message someone solo, that would just feel like I'm being awkward.
Well, just wait till you're hanging out again.
So is the group chat where they said, are you going to send that to your parents? I was in the group chat? Okay.
Well, no, it was in person, but I'm thinking about sending it in the group chat because I don't see them very often, and I just can't stop thinking.
Just don't bring it up again. If someone says, are you sending those hats to your dad in the group chat, then thumbs up. If you see him in person and they say, hey, are you sending those hats to your dad? Like, I'd be like, why do you give a crap what I'm doing with these hats? Like, why is his hat the topic of conversation? Are there other things as friends we can talk about besides the two hats that I happen to stop by in the hat shop? Or I looked at a hat.
No,
Next
he's
time you
probably
hang out.
foreseeing, like, in the next conversation, that we'd be like, oh, I remember, hey, do you want a Miller High Life like your dad, right? How's he doing? You know, like, it may come up again.
Well, here's what you do. You find an older gentleman that lives in your apartment complex. You ask him to take a picture in your Miller Lite hat, and you said, off, loves it. My dad loves that.
Oh, my goodness.
Then you have a fake dad.
So then after that, do I hold a fake funeral for him, too, and just get the natural...
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my gosh. This has
I
gone
just wouldn't bring
sideways.
it up again.
We have not helped you at all.
I know.
Nope.
All right, man.
I mean, maybe they'll hear this, and maybe it'll all be cleared up. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, or
Send
just
him
like
the podcast.
There you go, Kyle. Yep.
All right, dude. Good luck, man. Thanks for calling in.
Appreciate the time, you guys.
All right, bye-bye. It's Johnjay and Rich.
I was in a sheer dress the day that we met.
Johnjay and Rich. Okay. We're going to get into why will we always remember you. But first, hello, Chris.
Hello, how are you?
Good. What's going down?
So I got a thing that bugs me. There are so many times when I'm like just getting into my car to go somewhere, and so you go to work or whatever, and I hear it's Monday and Johnjay's got a game for you or whatever day it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all excited because you're going to play one of your awesome games, and come to find out I'm at the very tail end of it, and you've already played it.
Oh. Well, you know what?
So,
No, go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead, and then I'll tell you.
Okay, so
Go-
I've got a plan for you. So, and I've already tried it out. So at the end of the game, have Noah change some, add some more, and then at the end of the game, you can go, it's Monday, and Johnjay played a game with you.
Oh.
That's
Clever. Closing it out.
Then it kind of closes it out, yeah.
Well, here's a couple of things wrong with that. Is that one is Noah, when he first made it, he can't redo the music bed, so that's why we don't have a Monday one. We do it live. Remember how he couldn't redo the piano? But the beauty is this wonderful company, iHeartMedia, takes our show and makes it a podcast, so you can go back and download Johnjay and Rich afterwards for free and listen to the game again.
I do, but I thought it would be fun to have you guys end it out.
No,
It's a good idea.
Can you recut one that says, and Johnjay played a game with you? Thank you. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for listening.
You're welcome. Thanks. Christmas wish.
Christmas wish. It's our, and I said afterwards, it's our On Demand. The show podcast, after it's over, is called Johnjay and Rich On Demand. By the way, #1 podcast in Phoenix. That blows my mind.
pretty
So thank you
amazing.
so much for listening. Thank you so much. Okay, anybody here watch Survivor?
I do, because my wife, she's addicted.
So the other night on Survivor, one of the tribes was talking about their humble traits, things about their bodies that keep them humble. 877-937-1047. We're going to take that, and we want you to call us and tell us, why will we always remember you? Because here's what happened on Survivor.
So, fun fact, I have 4 nipples.
Oh, Okay.
I got 4 nipples. All right. They don't look like it because they got removed when I was like 12 years old.
God gives everybody a humble trait.
Yeah.
So he gave me haggard toes.
Girl, them things look jacked up.
877-937-1047. Why will we always remember you? What am I missing here?
Oh, I was just telling you to look at your DM.
Oh, look at my DM on my Instagram?
No, like the ones that I send you when we're in the show and I'm trying to communicate to you about something so we don't have to have this conversation.
I think he's just figured out after all these
We're
years
not that
you've been deep.
professional.
That's okay. So we want to know why will we always remember you? Corey, good morning.
Good morning.
Why will we always remember you?
Well, I didn't realize this was about physical traits. Cause
It doesn't. It can be about anything.
On Facebook.
It can be about anything.
Well, there's a lot of things. I'm just an odd person. I painted my house pink and green.
Oh, that's awesome.
That fits perfectly for this.
Yeah. I also have like a fountain in my front yard that's like a bathtub into a pond. I joined the Army to be in the band. I play the flute. I run a dog grooming salon out of my basement.
Okay. So, like, if we ever meet you somewhere,
I'm just an odd person.
if we ever meet you somewhere, you can be like, hey, guys, I'm Corey. I'm the one who painted my house pink and green. Be like, oh, my God, yeah, that's right. Right?
Well, she joined the Army to play the flute, which is very...
She could also say, hi, remember me? I'm the one that joined the Army to play the flute.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Got it?
Well, if I ever meet you, I guess we'll find out if you remember me.
I will. You have to tell me. I'm not going to look at you and go, did you play the flute in the Army? I'll go, oh, my God, Corey, yeah.
While I'm playing the flute in the Army, I mean, that's also a possibility.
Did the house paint turn out nice, like after you pinked and greened it? Is it lovely?
Sure, I could probably send you guys a picture.
I want to see what that looks like. That sounds cool.
Sounds like the perfect
I'm not
house
going to
for...
announce my address on the radio, but I could probably send it to where you can Google Map it.
So right now, your house is pink and green?
Yeah.
And did your neighbors get upset? Or no? No HOA?
No, they were like, is this the Wicked screening?
No, actually, they must love me because my daughter wanted to have a Halloween birthday party in the middle of February, and all my neighbors handed out candy for it. So
That's so sweet.
Yeah. Every once in a while, you hear a story of somebody painted their house like purple and made the news because all the neighbors are complaining. That's great. You live in a great neighborhood.
No, I got cool neighbors.
Good. Well, thank you, Corey. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
877-937-1047. Why will we always remember you? It could be about anything. Auriela, good morning.
Good morning.
Why will we always remember you?
I'm infamous for my love of Diet Dr. Pepper.
I think there's quite a few people like that.
Our boss.
Well, I work for a major hospital system, and I work on the south end of town at an outpatient lab. And apparently people at the North Hospital even know about me and my Dr. Pepper.
How many would you say you consume in a day?
I don't like to disclose my CAN number.
Okay, fair enough.
That's private.
I appreciate you keeping some
I'd be
decorum.
so judged so hard.
So, but I mean, to be a Dr. Pepper freak, you've got, is it Diet Dr. Pepper or normal Dr. Pepper?
Diet Dr. Pepper, if it's out of the can or the bottle. If it's out of the fountain, it has to be regular. It tastes different.
Yeah, and what about the zero sugar Dr. Pepper? Where does that fit in with you?
It's okay. I like the zero sugar blackberry Dr. Pepper.
Right on. Have you
I
been?
didn't like the regular.
Have you been to? I think it's in Paris, Texas, the Dr. Pepper plant.
Waco.
Waco.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say it's in Waco, Texas.
I love Dr. Pepper too, so I'm with you.
Ariella, thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
877-937-1047. We want to know, why will we always remember you? Now, it started off someone asking about my game. I have a game ready to play if you guys want to play. So hopefully she's listening right now because she was like, I always catch the end of it, right? And no, maybe at the end of this, you can do it live. Johnjay had a game for you.
It's Friday and Johnjay's got a game for you.
This is a trivia test on grammar, your grammar, okay? I was workshopping it. I wasn't totally done with it, but because we started talking about these games, I thought I'd hit it up first. Okay. Rich, you tell me if this grammar is correct or incorrect. Ain't nobody got time for that.
That is incorrect, but it hits right.
It is incorrect. While widely used in informal speech, grammatically, it should be nobody has time for that. Ain't is a non-standard contraction. Payton, I can't get no satisfaction.
That is not correct grammar.
That is incorrect. It should be, I can't get any satisfaction. The double negative, can't and no, cancel each other out. Kyle, to infinity and beyond.
To infinity and beyond. I would say that's correct.
That is correct. That is correct. Payton, she be acting all crazy when she don't get her coffee.
That's me. That is grammatically incorrect.
That is incorrect. Rich, bruh, I told you to stop texting her.
Huh. I think that is, if you put a comma in there, I think that is correct.
That is correct. And you're absolutely right. Wow.
I think bruh's in the dictionary.
Kyle, I ain't never seen nobody do it like that before.
Well, there's that ain't again, so that's grammatically incorrect.
Incorrect. Payton, you good?
I'm going to say, I think that's correct.
It is correct. It's a casual way to check in on someone.
Yeah, okay.
Rich, every little thing is going to be all right.
Every little thing is going to be all right. Correct.
It's incorrect.
Oh, it is? Why?
Bob Marley got it all wrong.
How?
Formerly, it should be every little thing is going to be all right. Gonna is informal speech.
Oh, the gonna.
Kyle, all that glitters is not gold.
All that glitters is not gold. Correct.
Correct. Payton, it wasn't me.
Shaggy is grammatically correct.
It is incorrect.
What?
In strict grammar rules, the correct phrasing should be, it wasn't I.
Really?
What a lame song that
We
was.
got to Shaggy on the air. We got to tell him that.
You got to redo that. It wasn't I.
Kyle, that party last night was lit.
Correct.
Correct. Payton, I'm trying to do the mall later. You down?
China?
I'm trying to go to the mall later. You down?
I'm trying to go to the mall later is incorrect.
Incorrect. Rich, bet I'll see you there.
Correct.
Correct. Kyle, oops, I did it again.
Correct.
Correct. Payton, I got 99 problems, but a blank ain't one.
Correct.
Incorrect. It
What?
should be, I have 99 problems, but a blank isn't one.
Oh, you said bike? I thought you were just filtering yourself.
Yeah, he was. I think it was the ain't.
Oh.
It was the
Ain't one.
grammatically incorrect part.
Okay, I got you.
Kyle, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Correct.
Correct. Rich, we don't need no education.
Truer words have never been spoken, but that is incorrect.
Mm-hmm. That is what?
Incorrect.
That's incorrect. It should be, we don't need any education. Payton, I will always love you.
I will always love you. That is correct.
Correct. Kyle, ain't no mountain high enough.
Incorrect.
It should be, there isn't a mountain high enough.
Boy, these songs would be so lame.
Payton,
Correct.
Live your best life.
Correct.
Correct. Kyle, I see nobody but you.
I see nobody but you. Correct.
That's incorrect. That's Selena Gomez. It should be, I see nobody except you. Or, I don't see anybody.
No.
That's my little game. Ready, Noah? Ready? That's my game, Noah.
Friday, and Johnjay had a game for you.
Dong, dong.
Perfect. We're going to get some entertainment news coming up next. Johnjay and Rich.
Missed a part of the show this morning? No worries. It's all there on iHeartRadio.
Why will we always remember you, Jamie? Good morning.
Good morning.
Why will we always remember you, Jamie? The guy on Survivor had 4 nipples. Why will we always remember you?
So I am white and Hispanic, and I was born in Taiwan, and I speak Mandarin Chinese. And every time I speak Chinese at a Chinese restaurant, people freak out.
That is incredible.
Lay some on us right now.
你好，我说中文，因为我的名字是悉尼。
Can you say, I listen to Johnjay and Rich every single day and they make me happy in Chinese, in Mandarin?
我每天听 Johnjay and Rich， 他们让我很快乐。
Wow.
Sounds good to me.
That's a little grammatically incorrect, but I'll take it.
Is it?
So when you like apply for jobs and stuff, like do you ever look for places where like dual language and Mandarin is something? Because isn't that like a huge pay raise if you're like bilingual or trilingual?
You know, I totally do that, but it's never gotten me a job.
I would think it would.
As a hostess.
Well, Jamie, we're glad you listened.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hope to meet you someday.
Yeah, nice talking to you on the air. Thank you.
Drive safe. Bye-bye. Kyle, what's the deal with Kanye's ex?
Amber Rose went on Shannon Sharp's podcast I watched the whole thing. It was pretty fascinating. She went down the road of Kanye from beginning to end and everything in between. But as you know, Kanye's new wife, Bianca Censori, she dresses rather scantily clad. And Shannon kind of asked Amber her insight, having been in a relationship with Kanye for 2 years, what her take on all that was.
That she's dressing like that or Kanye dressing her like
Kanye's for sure dressing her like that. Yeah, he did the same thing to me and Kim. This is who he is.
Why does it?
He wants other men to want his woman. That's what he's into. He likes that. He likes that men are like drooling over his woman. He wants everybody that when you walk in a room that his girlfriend or wife is the most desirable in the room.
She the baddest bee in the room.
That's what he likes, yeah.
What I found interesting is she went into like the fact that, you know, the see-through dress that Bianca wore at the Grammys. So she had worn a dress similar to that with Kanye. And Kanye was like, this is fashion. You need to wear this. And she said she actually cried because she didn't want to wear it because generally she's a more like conservative dresser. She didn't want to be dressing sexy.
Amber Rose is
she's like, if you look at the pictures when I was dating Kanye, when I was with him, it was all pretty sexy clothes because that's what he wanted me to wear out in public. But when I was by myself, she's like, if there's pictures of me by myself, I'm in his clothes.
Oh, interesting, because wasn't Amber Rose like the start of the S Walk? Like after her and Kanye broke up, she would like, I'm pretty sure. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Do you guys remember that? I'm filtering myself, but like the S Walk is like basically like Amber Rose would get all these girls and they would go and walk and protest about like S shaming, basically.
Well, she's not saying she was like such a conservative, like whatever, but she didn't want to dress that sexy. She didn't want to be oogled at. And she admits she was a dancer before she met Kanye. She didn't know, or he didn't know that apparently before he met her. He actually flew her out for a music video that she never actually ended up getting in. And he was like, he ended up telling her, please move here. And like, she left everything in her apartment. He bought her all new stuff, stuff like that. So she wasn't necessarily saying she's like prim and proper,
gotcha,
but that he definitely influenced her in what she dressed because she didn't want to dress that revealing.
Let's get into Millie Bobby Brown. I thought this is so interesting.
So weird because we know her as Millie Bobby Brown. That's not really her name.
My middle name is Bonnie. It's
Millie Bobby Bonnie Brown?
No, it's no Bobby. It's Millie Bonnie Brown.
Really?
I've never told anyone that. You heard it here first.
Your middle name is Bonnie?
Yes.
But you just changed it to Bobby for
giggles.
For your stage name?
Just because. So it's like, you could have kept, it still kind of has the same ring, Millie Bobby Brown.
It's real close.
It's actually really cute and I think fits her total vibe. Like, Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi, stop. Like, that's so cute. But also, like, anytime I say Millie Bobby Brown, I somehow always forget the Millie and I always say Bobby Brown. And I feel like Millie Bobby Brown and Bobby Brown should not be in the same category. And I think she may have messed up with that.
You think someone would have said, there's two other Bobby Brown. There's Bobby Brown, the makeup person, right? And then there's Bobby Brown, the singer. It's like, why don't you stay with Bonnie?
Yeah.
But whoever didn't tell her that's a genius. Johnjay and Rich, Daniela, good morning. Thanks for holding.
Hi.
What's going on?
Okay, so I need some advice. I've been dating this guy for a couple months, and he's a car salesman. Like, we actually met when he was selling me my car. Anyway, he's got this awesome personality, and I really like him. But there's this thing that has started bugging me, which is that the dude is always in sales mode. It's like he can't turn it off. Like, we'll be on a date, just chilling, and all of a sudden he's giving his business card to the manager, the waiter, the people sitting next to us. And it's like, bro, can we just eat our food? Like, he has this motto, like, always be selling. And, like, I love that he's driven, and it's cute when he's in that mode, but, like, also he needs to turn it off. And I don't know, like, do I remind him we're not on a sales floor? Like, how do I get him to, like, have some separation there? Like, I don't know what to do.
Have you brought it up to him? Have you been like, hey, babe, like, love ya, but why do you always have to be trying to sell a car when we're out and about? Have you even brought that up to him yet?
I haven't, because I wasn't sure how. Like, I don't want to hurt his feelings, and, like, I love that he's driven, but, like, it is annoying. Like, so I don't know how to say it without, like, hurting him.
I could
guess.
see that being annoying, but I feel like you're looking at this all wrong. Like, there's so many people who are dating someone who doesn't have a job, or like loser. And you said, I love that he's driven, and he probably knows what he's in is a really competitive business, and he's like always on his hustle. I do think, like Payton said, a little communication may help him focus on, you know, you could say, I feel like it somewhat becomes of a distraction to like us bonding and to us getting to know each other more and to, you know, connecting and stuff like that. But also, it's like someone like that who is like a salesperson and doesn't turn it off is probably going to be a pretty successful salesperson. So it's like you don't want to also squash their strength.
And I know people like that, that eventually, as they mature, they become like, there's a guy I know who lives on my street, and he was like that, and he is the most incredible guy. Like, you just enjoy spending time. They've sold you so much that you just love hanging out with them. And I don't like hanging out with anybody.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
I'm like, man,
That's
this guy's
surprising.
so nice. This is unbelievable. But they're driven, like Kyle said, like you said, they're driven. And maybe you're like, hey, can we just turn off the sales part for a little bit? And he's like, babe, we've been together 6 months. That's 0% financing. Do you know how much money I'd save you?
I think you got to pick your moments. Let him do his thing, but if there's something that you really want, hey, I know you're in sales mode. I know you're on your hustle, but tonight, let's just talk. Let's just you and me to have dinner and talk and turn it off.
Yeah.
But then the rest of the time, I wonder how many clients he's gotten out of it. Probably plenty from being on his game.
My father-in-law was that guy. He passed out his business card to everybody.
Sure.
Started out, that way you could sell one car, you know, and then they tell a friend, and it goes. And plus, these car guys, as they work their way up the chain, they start to make so much money. They work their asses off, though. They work, 18 hours a day. But at some point, you get to chill out.
That's my dad. My dad I grew up in a car dealership. My dad sold cars my entire life. And it wasn't until I got into like high school where he was like, oh, I think I want to just do basketball coaching. So now he sells cars when people that he knows wants to buy a car from him. But other times he's a basketball coach. And yeah, so now he's just chilling.
How long you guys been together, Daniela?
Like 3 months.
How's he look under the hood?
She's like, oh gosh.
Good. I've kicked the tires, you know.
He obviously was a good sales guy because he sold you a car and he sold you as your boyfriend.
Yeah, he did.
He's good
okay,
at
so
it.
maybe I just need to like talk to him just and like make it a sometimes thing. Like,
You're not like the losers I normally date.
Right.
You have a job and you're driven.
Maybe
you read all these motivational books. You're making money. It's like you're never happy.
This room, we all respect the hustle, right? Like people that hustle, we love that.
But we also love communication, and I feel like there's a mixture of both of those that you just got to talk to your man about.
What you should do is have you talk to his finance director. I'm going to have you talk to my finance manager now whenever you have issues about, like, you know how they always hand you off to somebody else? They just hand you off. All right, Daniela, good luck to you.
Okay, thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Mustard on the beat, ho.
Sure. Oh, no. I was screening calls. Oh, what a bummer.
What had happened?
Sandra called. And she started telling me her story. And I said, you know what? Just I'm going to patch you through. And I must not. Maybe this is her. Hold on a second. Hello. Good morning, Johnjay and Rich.
What's happening, Johnjay and Rich?
Is this Sandra?
This is Sandra.
Oh, good. I was just telling how I was talking to you and I got disconnected. I don't think I put you on hold properly. But thanks for calling back.
Yeah, for sure.
What's going on?
So how does this work? Am I on air?
You're on the air right now. Right now, you're on there. You got Kyle, Payton, Rich, and me.
Hi. Hello, everybody.
Hey.
How's the day?
Good. So what's up?
So a little backstory. My husband, we live in Colorado Springs, and we booked a little trip out to Arizona for spring training. We'll be there tomorrow. And ever since we booked this trip, which, guys, it's probably been like 3 weeks, every day my husband has been like, did you call Johnjay and Rich? We got to call Johnjay and Rich. We got to see what they say. You know, what's cool in the area? What are we going to do? Where are we going to eat? Where are we going to go? And every day I'm like, hey, I didn't call Johnjay and Rich. I didn't make the call. I'm sorry. So this afternoon or this morning, he texted me. He's like, so by the way, it's no longer Johnjay and Rich, guys. It's JJ and R. So he texted me and he goes, babe, did you call JJ and R? And I was like, please don't say JJ and R one more time. Don't do it. So did he make that up, or is that his own nickname for you guys, or?
It's a nickname that's kind of evolved a lot when people are texting or in the building and stuff, right? Like we have stuff.
I was quite certain.
In fact, I said to Rich the other day, I said we should start a whole thing of podcasts and call it, all under the JJR umbrella.
Well, yeah, remember we used to have JJR BTS?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of just been a thing.
But what's confusing is Johnjay's only.
Felt like I should have said that he missed a couple names in there. Like, we need to add in everyone's. Johnjay and R, and everyone else that's there. So, yeah.
But now, what did he want you to know about Arizona?
Yeah, so here's the deal. We're calling, so we travel often, and when we do the travels, we look up the travel vlogs and the YouTube videos, and you guys, like, for the life of us, we start a shared note, all the fun things we want to do. We can't find anything outside of, like, hey, there's a zoo, and maybe you should check out the botanical gardens. Like, it just kind of feels like a boring place. And I'm like, that can't be the case. There's got to be some fun stuff. So we're Airbnb, and I reach out to my Airbnb guy, and I'm like, hey, we're doing the Googling. We're looking for some fun things to do. And he says to me, yeah, Google's a good tool for that. Well,
oh my gosh. What kind of fun things do you like to do? Because I feel like there's a lot to do.
There's so much stuff to do here.
Are you guys into, like, going out drinking at the bars, or you want, like, fun activity type things? Because there's, like, all kinds of... Well, I was going to say Bam Kazam. I was going to say Bam Kazam because if you go over there, there's also, like, Pop Stroke, and then, like... the other golf one, the big golf one with the tower thing that I can't think of right now. Top Golf, and then there's, like, Mavericks, and, like, that's just all kind of over in, depending on... I was thinking Salt River Fields, but depending on what area you're in.
So we're staying near Sloan Park in Mesa. But we don't.
Mistake number one.
Yeah. No wonder you can't find anything to do.
Everything's so close, though. You can get anywhere in like a half hour.
You want to hit up that Joanne Fabrics before it closes?
Well, I'm a Cubs fan, so I was like, we need to stay close to the Cubs. But my husband's a Giants fan, so we're going to be over there. That's Scottsdale Stadium, right?
Are you guys active? Do you guys like to do stuff outside?
I mean, I don't want to sweat a lot.
Okay, well, look, you can hike Camelback. There's two different ways to go. There's Echo Side, there's Cholla Side. The Cholla Side is a little bit easier than Echo Side. That's beautiful. The weather should be beautiful when you're here. That's a fun thing to do. You don't have to go all the way to the top, but when you get to the top, it's pretty euphoric. It's amazing. You've got all the spring training games. Like, what about going to? I think Scottsdale Court is a really nice outdoor mall to walk around when the weather's nice.
Food's good.
I like to shop.
There's if you want some serious like good steak, there's like Steak 44 and Dominic's is really good, two restaurants. There's a new hotel that opened up called the Global Ambassador, and that's got some great restaurants in there, and it's got an amazing view on the fourth floor. You can see the whole city. It's just this is a beautiful. How about what? How about what?
Tacos?
There's Uno's Tacos.
Well,
there's what?
Okay.
Are you writing this down, or just listen to the podcast later?
What?
I say, are you writing this down, or are you going to listen to the podcast later where it's all in it? There's also a place called
I'm taking it all right into my brain.
La Frontera is a great place on
Taco
16th Street downtown. That's great. Yes, Grant.
Also, like, there's a cute little spot in the East Mesa where they're making quesadillas tonight called Grant and Kate's Apartment. So if you guys want to swing by, I'm making quesadillas. They're going to be very white quesadillas.
I live for a quesadilla.
Yes, I think the best way to enjoy Arizona, especially with how beautiful, I mean, it's a little cloudy today, but like with how beautiful the weather usually is, go crack yourself open a beer, lay out by the pool, and just enjoy like how gorgeous it is.
Our Airbnb does have a pool, but I also think we're being bamboozled by the Airbnb, so we'll figure that out. We may be homeless.
Oh, no.
All right.
It's an adventure.
Well,
thanks so much, JJ and R. I will be here with my husband.
All right.
And you guys have a great day.
You too. Thank you. Meanwhile, by the way, we need a contestant. We're going to play a game. We need 877-937-1047. We need a contestant for Remember the Time. But while we get a contestant, Kyle, how did Payton save your TikTok?
This is wild. So every once in a while, Payton has great ideas of TikToks that we should recreate and do ourselves. She'll text them to me. And the other day, she texted me. She's like, we should do this TikTok tomorrow. And now that I think of it, I don't think I ever texted you back about that. But it was a great idea because there was chaos afterwards. So I clicked on the link, which then takes me to my TikTok, except for my TikTok, which is always logged in, was logged out. And I'm like, that's weird. So I go in and I try to like put the password in, and for some reason it didn't work. And it was like, I can send a reset link to this email. It wasn't my email. And I was like, excuse me? So I tried again, and then all of a sudden my password works. Thank God. I get in. This person had changed everything, all of the security stuff to whatever their email, the only thing they hadn't gotten to change yet was the password, which was why, thank God, I got let in that time. I changed the phone number back. I changed whatever, and then I changed it to the 2-step authentication or whatever. So I think Payton literally saved my TikTok without even knowing it. Because I think if I was like 5 minutes later, they would have changed the password, and I would never be able to get in my TikTok again.
I wonder if what they're trying to accomplish.
I don't know, because it's not like I have 5,000 followers. Like, I never use my TikTok, really. It's not really like an account I think anyone would want to steal. But, like, they were attempting to, obviously.
Dang.
It was just like, it felt like such a violation.
Yeah.
But then I was like, thank God you texted me that at the exact time that you texted
you
me.
know
Because
what?
if I didn't log in, I wouldn't know anything weird was happening.
Didn't somebody try to break into your Facebook, Payton?
Yeah, actually, I was just telling Grant about this the other day. I went to go log into my Facebook the other day, and it wouldn't let me log in, and I thought my phone was just tripping. So then I tried it the next morning, and my password worked. I got to go in, but it said someone from Cambodia was trying to log into my account, and the reason that they blocked it is because I had my 2-step verification on.
What?
See, it's like, and I hadn't had it, but I have it on now.
Yay.
Have it on now.
Hey,
I'm not like good
Bria.
like that. I'm usually like a year off.
Bria.
It'd be like, oh, okay, this was like
Hello.
1987. Like, oh, maybe.
Hello. Hey, are you going to play a game with us?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry. We have a lot going on in the car.
Oh, you got a lot. Are you carpooling right now or what?
No, I'm just driving my daughter to school, but I have my baby, too.
I heard a man's voice.
That's the baby right there. It's a talking baby.
Hey, Mom.
Stewie. Who else? Who's all in the car? Who's in the car?
So it's my daughter, both my daughters, and then the father of one of my daughters.
Okay, that was the
that
man.
was
We
it.
were like a
That
daughter
was a
and a baby
talking about
Okay.
babies.
Yeah,
We're gonna play-
She doesn't have a manly voice.
We're going to play Remember the Time right now for Rolling Loud tickets.
All right, music, TV, movies, all mashified together into a montage. You just got to tell us what year it all happened. Let's remember the time.
The Easter Bunny works one day a year, travels the world, and is beloved by everyone. Don't want to be the Easter Bunny. 4,000 years of tradition doesn't end just because one selfish bunny doesn't feel like doing it.
Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed.
There's only one new comedy that's simply the best.
I hear that.
And it's New Girl.
Ain't no thing. Ain't no thing.
Zoe Deschanel is the New Girl.
None of you know Stu like I do. I can't even tell you what we've been through because we made a pact. What I can tell you is this. This is not Stu's first marriage. There was a whore in Las Vegas a couple of years ago.
Time's up. Sit down.
Okay, Bria, you go first. What did you hear? What did you recognize? What year do you think that went down?
Okay, I'm going to be honest. The only thing I recognized from that whole thing was the Bruno Mars song, and the reason why is because it was the year that my daughter was born. So I'm going to say 2011.
Okay, that's very good. I heard The Hangover Part 2 in there. I think it was Part 2. So I was going to go 2010.
All right, Kyle, your move.
I think she nailed it. I think it was 2011, but just in case, I'll say 2012 because I feel like we played the Lazy song for about 10 years.
Payton, your move.
I think I heard the movie Hop in there, the trailer, I think. And then I heard Lazy Song Bruno Mars, and all I needed to hear was the New Girl clip. And we're definitely right with 2011 because the first New Girl episode aired September 20th, 2011,
Whoa.
and that's my comfort show.
Whoa.
So that's why I know that. So 2009, even though it's 2011, and I'm not going to win.
Okay, so yeah, Hop, New Girl, Bruno Mars, Lady Gaga, You and I. She has a new album out today, by the way, which is fantastic. Hangover 2, we do have a winner. It is Bria with 2011.
You're going to Rolling Loud.
Wait, that was so quick.
I know.
Just like that. You're going to Rolling Loud.
Now you got to figure out who you're going to take.
Okay, thank you guys.
Which baby
I'm
daddy?
taking my 13-year-old daughter.
Or your daughter.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Kyle's covered up 3 things you need to know.
I'm going to tell you what's about to sell for about $20 million next with Johnjay and Rich.
Good morning. Wake up every morning. Start your day with Johnjay and Rich.
I wake up with my favorite artist.
Hey, this is Sabrina Carpenter.
What's up, guys? This is Post Malone.
It's Benson Boone, and you're waking up with Johnjay and Rich.
You can text us anytime. You text JJR, whatever you want to say, to the number 96893. This is a text from a 928 number, Flagstaff. Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to see if you could help me congratulate our Flagstaff Lady Eagles 4A Division State basketball champions. It was a special season for my daughter, Lacey, because she tore her ACL in her junior year and had to work extra hard to be able to come back for her senior year. All her hard work has made her a champion. We're so proud of you, Lacey.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Let's go.
Congrats.
Way to go, Lady Eagles. Kyle, what are 3 things we need to know?
Sotheby's is about to auction off the first game-worn jerseys of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Experts think the jerseys are going to go for about $20 million.
Who has those? How do they get the Sotheby's?
I know. Wow. I don't know, but they had both of them because they're actually being auctioned off together. The auction happens March 21st, and just knowing the legendary, the legendness, I don't know how to say that, behind Jordan and Kobe, I think they might go for more. They might go for more than that.
I think so, especially because Kobe's no longer with us.
Yeah.
I would definitely expect for that to go up. But I'm actually shocked. I would feel like Vanessa Bryant would go and get that. I feel like
maybe she already has so many of his jerseys or something.
Yeah,
maybe
possibly.
there's other things more meaningful to her. I don't know.
It's the first jersey Michael Jordan wore as a Chicago Bull.
Yeah, in 1984.
Dang.
Wow.
Yep.
You know what? That kind of, without doing it, you've kind of just eliminated LeBron from the GOAT conversation. They don't have LeBron's jersey in that.
I bet you they do.
Not that right there. Not what she
They're
said.
just waiting till he retires.
They're waiting in 20 years. We'll be talking about LeBron's jersey going up at Sotheby's. You guys, 43,000 McDonald's are about to get an AI makeover, from the drive-through to kitchen equipment that's going to predict when the equipment issues happen before they happen, all the way to facial recognition technologies to make sure the orders are accurate before they go out to the customer. They say these will cut wait times, give you a better experience for both customers and employees, and they're hoping, obviously, that this will grow the business. In fact, they've predicted it might grow the business from $175 million to $250 million by 2027.
Well, that's impressive, but I think McDonald's is plenty fast already.
Sometimes I think AI is annoying. They better hope. It better be right.
I don't like it when the AI talks to you first at the drive-thru.
I don't either.
And then the normal person comes on after that.
And also, sometimes, what if you have my thing is that it'll be interesting to see how they deal with special orders, because it's my kids. When you get a Happy Meal, it's one of them's just ketchup only, and one of them's no ketchup, just cheese, and it's they don't always get that right. It seems simple, but it's is AI going to be able to do that? We'll see. We will see. It's happening sooner than later, because this is they want it to grow their business by 2027. So in the next 2 years.
Yeah, as they should. But Richie, I want to go back to what you just said, when it's when the AI comes in first. Mm-hmm. Do you guys remember when people would leave their voicemails and they would be like, hello?
Yeah.
Hey.
That's totally what
are you doing? That's what that reminds me of every time I go to the McDonald's drive-thru and I talk to the AI thing, and then the person comes
How's your afternoon?
I'm so embarrassed every time.
That my niece has her voicemail like that, and I fall for it every time.
Every time.
That is. It's it's so tricky, but we'll wait and see. I mean, it's happening whether we like it or not.
Wait, she's hello? Hey, where's your mom? I need to talk to her. I can't get hold of her. Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, where's your mom? Is she with you right now? Anyway, leave a message.
Women tend to live about 5 years longer than men. They often avoid several mental decline and heart problems that usually affect men. So scientists were like, what is going on here? Why are women's bodies aging better than men's bodies? And they have figured it out. The silent, unused X chromosome actually wakes up when women get older and helps protect their brain and the rest of their body.
Oh, that's cool.
Men are born with an X and a Y. Women are born with 2 X's. Usually they only use one from their younger ages all the way up. And then that other one just wakes up when they get older. And they're like, wow, it's all in the chromosomes. And that's 3 things you need to know.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
Okay, real talk. We're all kind of hooked on our phones. It's full of shiny apps designed to keep your attention captive forever. But there's real-life stuff to do other than scrolling, and I'm here to help. I'm Christina Quinn, the host of Try This, a podcast from The Washington Post. The show explores solutions for life's common problems. And this season, we're learning to tame the dopamine beast and reclaim our attention in this noisy and distracting world. So let's tame the beast together. Find Try This from the Washington Post wherever you listen.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.